cracking, everybody? Buenos dias, saludos. So I want to talk about this thing I seen. Seen this video with Alex Alonzo, this guy from Lomas, and these other two gentlemen, black gentlemen. I don't know who they are. They were speaking about the Tortilla Flats incident. People writing NK on the wall and wetbacks on the wall and all that good stuff, right? So they were speaking and they brought Isaac on, which is the Mexican guy from Lomas. And they hit him with the loaded question. And what I mean by loaded question is there was no correct answer for that question. It was meant to push one narrative and nothing else, right? Now, I know by me speaking on this, it's going to be controversial, like always, and some people are going to push it as if I'm being racist, so I'm going to try to be as diplomatic as I can speaking on the subject, right? First of all, people need to know that it's not, I'm not jumping on my people's side because it's my people. I'm not saying anything because I have a problem with the blacks, because I don't. I'm speaking on it because it needs to be spoken. In order to avoid this conflict with each other, there needs to be some kind of truth. There needs to be somebody that tells the truth and not push one side or make it one narrative. So the loaded question at hand was, how many black gangs have been hit with a hate crime when it comes to Mexican gangs? And the answer would probably be none. How many Mexican gangs have been hit with racial crimes when they attack blacks? Probably multiple. The reason those numbers are the way they are is because I have never heard of the blacks getting hit with a race crime. I have never heard of Asians being hit with a racial crime. And I think it's basically there are certain groups that don't get hit with those racial crimes for whatever reason. I don't know what the politics are. I don't know why it is the way it is. And Alex also asked a question. Another loaded question was, wow, Mexican gangs have been hit with racial crimes because of this happened. And I can't speak for all of those crimes. I can speak for one that I know of in depth. I'm not going to say why it happened. I'm not going to say what gang it happened to. I'm not going to say none of that. What I'm going to tell you is there's so much more to the story than it being based on race, because it wasn't. But that's the narrative they're going to push. And for whatever reason, and I consider Alex Alonzo a friend, he is pushing, he's been kind of biased on this situation, on this topic. Now, anybody with any common sense would know that in order for two to tango, it takes two to tango, right? It takes two groups in order to get this cracking. But for whatever reason, Alex Alonso's pushing that narrative that we were just sitting in our neighborhood and not doing nothing, and these bunch of Mexicans came over here and try to use us as piñatas for no apparent reason. just because of the basis of their color of their skin. That is not truthful. That is not going to solve the problem. That's not going to make the problem any worse. In fact, it might just entice it more. Because then you get all these other factions from different areas thinking it's just all based on color of skin. And to be truthful, it's probably a little bit of gang activity that's turned into racism. That's fine. That's what it is. But it's too. You got knuckleheads on both sides. You got knuckleheads that are not gonna listen to any kind of fucking any kind of common sense on why they shouldn't be doing it. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and there's knuckleheads on both sides. Nobody's scared of nobody. Nobody's backing gonna cower down to anybody. That's just the way they are. They're gonna get into it. And it's good. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But asking these loaded questions or speaking on this and not being totally truthful is not going to solve the problem. It's only going to make it worse. And like I said, I have black followers, subscribers. I'm not going to say followers, subscribers on my channel. I've met a few of them. They're all very cool people, very understanding. But a lot of them will tell me the reason that they follow me is because I am truthful when it comes to this shit. I'm not pulling punches. I'm not saying that my people are innocent by any means. But then I'm also not saying that your people are innocent by any means. Although a lot of people will push that narrative that they are innocent for whatever reasons. The razas just decided to take flight on them because of the color of their skin, and that's not true. Like I said, I consider Alex Alonzo a friend, but he has been seeming to be a little biased lately, and it's not coming off good. It's not like I want to talk on this subject. It's not like I'm trying to take the forefront of this subject to get subscribers and views and all that. No, I'm speaking because I feel that there's two groups of individuals that are both partly at fault, and it's creating a problem for the community in that area of Compton. And maybe some people should just sit back and think about what they're doing, and maybe come to have a diplomatic solution to this instead of people getting hurt. And none of this is going to get handled unless people are blatantly honest about it. Yes, there's fault by both parties. And all that, well, we have hate crimes and they don't. And let's be honest, they don't charge blacks with hate crimes as far as I know, or I've ever seen, or I've ever heard of. So that shouldn't have been asked. It's just my opinion. Have a blessed one, everybody.